Hey guys, what's up? This is DarkFayte here. This is gonna be an anime review. I'm gonna be reviewing Martian Successor Nadesico. It's I think it's a 90s. It might be a early 80s anime. And here I can't find the first DVD, but here's what the first two look like. Um, these are double disc sets. Comes with I think 16 episodes each. Or it comes with this one comes with 8. This one comes with 9. So that's pretty cool. So let's start it off. First I'll start off with probably the main voice actor that you've heard of, Spike Spencer. He was the voice of Shinji Ikari and Neon Genesis, and you can really tell he's the main character in this. Also, he's Akito Tenkawa. And you could really tell it's him. I remember when I first saw it, you could tell because in the first episode he does that scream, that famous like Shinji scream, like wow, like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, you can just tell it's him. So let's start with the story. The story it starts off on Mars with Akito Tenkawa, and Mars is being invaded by aliens. I can't really remember what their name is. The Jovians, and the Jovians are attacking. So everybody's trying to escape Mars, and Akito gets well, it kind of he gets like attacked by an alien, and then it kind of blanks out, and now it's him on Earth. I think I haven't watched this in a really long time, but yeah, he's on Earth, and he's a fry cook, and one day he's coming home from work, and there's this limo that passes by, and he gets hit by it, and it happens to be one of his childhood friends, Eureka, and from there he gets recruited onto a ship called the Nadesico. The Nadesico is like the Earth fleet's most high-tech battleship. It's like their new prototype kind of thing. It's kind of like what was the thing in Mobile Suit Gundam in the original? The White Base. It's kind of like that. Like it was like their prototype big thing. It actually kind of looks like a futuristic White Base. And that's one thing about Nadesico. It doesn't really fall into a genre. I mean, I guess you can consider it mecha, like because there is mecha battles and stuff like that in it. But it could also be like it's like an action, drama, comedy, romance, mecha, sci-fi. I mean, it's really like a combination of everything into one. It's kind of crazy. It's a very satirical anime, and it makes fun of a 80s or 70s robot show. I can't think what the actual name is. In this, they call it Geki Ganger. I'm sure if you are into like the old mechas, you'd know what it is. I just can't think of what the name is right now. But yeah, it's very satirical and it's very funny. I thought you really get hooked by like the first few episodes. Actually, Toonami, even though they're gone now, when it was still good around in the 90s, they actually showed Nadesico. It was during like Big Robot Week or something like that. I think that's what they called it, and they just show just like some anime that were mecha based that are that people never heard of, and Nadesico was one of them. They showed a few episodes of that, and that was my first experience with Nadesico. And then I didn't see it for a couple years, and then I finally saw that they had those sets of DVDs where it was 8 episodes each, and it was only like $20. So I thought that was a really good deal. $20 new, so I thought that was a cool idea, and so that's when I picked it up. By far, Nadesico is one of my favorite anime. I mean, it's just a really good anime. Actually, it was voted by some fans as one of the best animes of all time, and by Japanese animation fans. It also won the animated Grand Prix award, and yeah, I mean, it's just a really good show. They have some really good music, so let's go to sound. Yeah, it's just really good music all around the board. The opening theme, what is it? You'll Get to Burning, or something like that. You'll Get to Burning. That was just it's a really catchy tune. I mean, you really get into it. The ending song is very good. They have two. Like their first one is really good. I mean, I really love that song. But yeah, the story is really good. I mean, it's not as serious. It's kind of like, well, it's not like Neon Genesis really at all. But if I were to, I don't know why, but you could just kind of compare it in a way. And it's like it's like a comedic mecha, I guess you could say. Maybe you could just compare it to Neon Genesis because Spike Spencer is the voice of the main character. And like Akito, once he joins the ship, one of his friends, he's like the big Gekiganger mecha fan, and he just wanted to pilot the robot. Like they had a robot on the ship, and he eventually gets killed, and that makes Akito like question himself of why he's even doing this anymore and stuff like that. And that kind of is the correlation between Shinji and Akito, which is kind of weird. I don't know, but I mean the weird thing is that they actually kind of look alike, except Akito kind of has like the spiky hair, and Shinji obviously has like the down bang and stuff like that. The animation, at least in these are like the I think these might have been not redid, but like the production was remade or whatever. I think that it might be a lot better than the original. I haven't seen the original DVDs, so I couldn't really say. But the animation in this is really good, and it's not just like one part's really good. Like the whole series is good. Another thing I like about this series and about series in general from the 90s and 80s is that it's not long. I mean, I hate it today where it's like anime are getting like 100 episodes for a TV series like Naruto, which I fucking hate. It has like over 500 episodes or something like that, or like 500 chapters or something. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, this is only 26 episodes, and that's kind of like where I really like it. Like 26 to 50 is where I really like it. So it's kind of like Gundam is usually 50, 45, stuff like that. This is 26, and it's not rushed at all. It's like perfect pacing. Whereas like things like Naruto, a lot of those episodes are just filler episodes till the next arc where they're still writing. And I don't know, I mean that just really aggravates me, and this is just really well paced. Stuff like that. So yeah, I mean it's a really good show. Enjoyability, like I said, is probably one of my favorite anime, right next to Outlaw Star, and Neon Genesis. And I mean it's just a really good show. I'd really suggest you guys checking it out. I mean, even if you don't buy it, you could just check it out on YouTube probably. They probably have like some subbed or some dubbed episodes in there. But if not, I mean, it's a really good show to buy. They did make a movie. I do own the movie, and maybe I'll do a review on it, but it's a pretty big letdown, the movie. But I mean, the animation's really good in it, but that's a whole nother story. The movie I just didn't really like too much. But I mean, one complaint I do have about the series is that it kind of ends. It ends in a crappy way, I guess you could say. I mean, it kind of ends leaving you hanging. It's like a cliffhanger. It's like Big O, except they didn't give you a second season. Like, this doesn't have a second season, which it really could have used. But, I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, it's a really good series. I mean, you could probably get it for the whole series for $60. I mean, that's what I did. I mean, it's just a really good thing. If you want to try to find, like, what I did with the $20, like, for 8 episodes, it's called Essential Anime Collection by ADV Films. Maybe if I could find a link, I'll put it up in the description. But, I mean, it's just a really good anime. The dubbing is actually pretty good. I mean, the only problem I have with the dubbing is Eureka. I mean, she's kind of, I don't know, her voice is just kind of annoying. But, I mean, it's just really good. There's a lot of comedic elements in it. I mean, there's some good fights. It's just a little bit of everything that is put into a really well-made anime. And I would just suggest this. I mean, it's in my top 5 for anime. It's that good. So, Martian Successor Nadesico, I'll put up the name of it in the description, and maybe I'll try to get some links to like a Wikipedia or stuff like that. So if you guys want to know more, then do that. But I'm going to give this anime a 4.8 out of 5. I mean, it's a really good there are some minor things wrong with it, but for the most part, it's really good.